Oh my gosh, I've just arrived at the Royal Hotel in Picton. If you are planning a trip to Ontario wine country, this is one of the top luxury boutique hotels in Prince Edward County. Let's take a tour. Ranked as one of Canada's best historic luxury boutique hotels, the Royal officially opened in 1881. And after a major decade-long renovation that started in 2013, the hotel opened its doors in 2022 for the modern luxury traveler. As you step inside the Royal Hotel in Picton, located right on the main street, you'll find the lobby that has an amazing little retail shop where you can purchase beauty products, hats, and fancy fashions. There's also a lobby on the other side of the room with comfy couches and a table. If people are eating in the evening here, they open up this beautiful little bar that pops open with gorgeous glassware. It's a great place to catch up with friends. The hotel's signature check-in experience includes a complimentary glass of Prince Edward County's own Hinterland sparkling wine. We're going to grab our flute and head up to the third floor to check out the hotel's signature Royal Gala Suite. This is the largest room in the hotel, really spacious. As you arrive, you'll see a powder room on your right. There's a dining room table you can also use as a work desk, and there's a big comfy couch with a television and a see-through fireplace. As we skip into the bedroom, you're going to find an amazingly comfy bed. The mattress, duvet, sheets, and pillows are to die for. You're going to have the best sleep here. The soaker tub is also a really nice addition for romantic couples, and the bathroom also has a rain shower. Look at how romantic it would be to sip a glass of wine with that fireplace on. Amazing. Now we're going to head down to the basement where the Royal Hotel Spa is located. You check in at the very entrance here. They have a nice selection of fancy beauty products used in their facials and massages that you can purchase to take home. On the left, you'll find a gorgeous Scandinavian-style cedarwood sauna. We're in the men's change room. There's a separate men and women's change room, of course. We've got lockers to lock up our things. They offer a robe as well as slippers before the treatment. There's also a toilette and a shower area. So if you're using the gym or after your treatment you want to have a shower to get off that massage oil, you can do so. In our treatment room, we're getting ready for their signature facial. If you are looking to enjoy a wellness holiday in Prince Edward County, booking a facial or soothing massage treatment at the Royal Hotel is a perfect way to start your trip. I literally hadn't even checked to my room yet and went straight to the spa for this incredibly relaxing facial treatment, which also ended with this really cool rubber mask. You can see she's pulling off the rubber that is like frozen onto my face. My skin felt squeaky clean. If you like to keep fit on holiday, head next door to the hotel's boutique gym. You'll see they have free weights, a punching bag for those practicing their boxing, really fabulous choir of Peloton bikes, a treadmill, and a rowing machine. Also all your yoga mat needs. The Royal Hotel's swimming pool is perhaps the hotel's most famous amenity. It's open seasonally from May until October. The outdoor area has these beautiful plush day beds covered with umbrellas for shade. There's also some seating when you arrive. The pool is also one that features some jets. After a busy day visiting wineries during a hot summer afternoon, there's nothing better than having a plunge in the pool. Now let's check out the food and beverage concepts at the hotel. The counter bar is located right beside the check-in desk. You'll see that they make all of their own in-house breads, baguettes, pastries, oh my god, the pistachio-filled croissants. I recommend heading to the counter bar for breakfast. It gets really hustly and bustly here, but it's also open in the evenings as a bar. We had our first breakfast, which was just a simple latte cappuccino with some fresh pastries. So you've got to get their cinnamon roll, pistachio cream-filled croissant, and seasonal option was a delicious apple rhubarb tart pie situation. It was amazing. They also have a la carte items, so their buttermilk pancakes with Canadian maple syrup and blueberries, as well as a delicious seasonal fruit platter, which we were lucky was Ontario strawberries and whipped cream, and this toast topped with poached eggs and sauteed mushrooms was to die for. If you're visiting during the warmer months of the year, the counter bar also has amazing seating in this beautiful side patio, as well as overlooking the main street of Picton. The library is heading towards the pool area. You'll find people using their laptops, having coffee dates here. There's a lovely couch and seating area so you can order drinks and nibbles, and there's also a lookout over the trailer bar from the window. The garden and trailer bar section of the hotel is located between the restaurant and the pool. The trailer bar is usually open on busy weekends to help bartenders, and the terrace is where you really want to sit on a lovely summer day with some shade. It overlooks the garden area. The terrace is where I had my lunch. I really wanted to sample a lovely summer light situation, so we ordered this salad, which looked like a tower of greens, and two beautiful handmade pastas, an agnolotti filled with ricotta, and a gnocchi where the little delicious dumplings were as soft as pillows with a lovely pesto, tomatoes, basil, and parmesan. Highly recommend having a pasta lunch on the terrace with salad. Melissa here is trying to eat the salad all in one go, and the leaves are so huge she couldn't fit it in her mouth. The Royal Hotel's restaurant has won countless awards for its culinary program. As you skip inside, on the left-hand side, you'll see there's a little bar here. You can have a drink before being seated. The restaurant largely gets its produce from Edwin County Farms, which is owned by the owners of the hotel. Skip inside, relax, grab a seat, and take it all in. The restaurant features an open concept kitchen. We sat at the chef's table, which overlooked the white marble counter. They have an excellent wine list featuring plenty of top-notch Prince Edward County wines, of course, as well as craft beer and cider. You can also grab yourself a craft cocktail. We ordered a fabulous salad made with local kale, and their pizzas are absolutely amazing, so make sure to get one pizza to share with your friends. Ours was topped with a delicious meaty situation, nduja with some hot honey. What really stood out to me on the menu was the chicken dish, which was recommended as sharing for two, which I always feel is a signature. You squeeze that lemon on there, and the sauce had olives. Ask for an extra plate of sourdough just to sop it all up because it's finger-licking good. Make space for dessert as well as an Amaro tasting, which is one of the bar's strong suits. We just know you're gonna love your stay at the Royal Hotel in Picton. Prince Edward County is located between Toronto and Montreal and ranked as one of Canada's trendiest countryside escapes, known for its food, wine, and charming small-town vibes. Start your visit to the county in Picton, which boasts a historic main street lined with boutique shops, cafes, art galleries, and the elegant Regent Theatre, which offers a glimpse into the region's Loyalist-era architecture. Stop off at the Ye11ow Studio. It's a beautiful ceramics shop. You've got pottery, beautiful bowls, as well as cups. If you're looking to window shop, Picton is the place to be in the county. Next door, you'll find Books and Company. While it's an incredible independent bookstore, so you can find lots of great beach reads, there is also a really amazing gift shop element. So you'll find Prince Edward County made crafts, as well as postcards and gift cards. There's also a really excellent selection of LGBT and Indigenous literature. The Merchant is also located in Picton. If you're looking to do some clothes shopping, especially for the men in your life, this men's boutique has an incredible selection of hip and trendy styles, and my favorite part of the Merchant is heading to the back and seeing that there's a barber shop. Also in Picton, as well as Bloomfield, you'll find Slickers, the county's most famous dessert spot. They make absolutely fabulous ice creams. Their most famous two flavors are Campfire, which is a roasted marshmallow ice cream, as well as their apple pie ice cream. They dump an entire apple pie into vanilla ice cream and blend it all up. If you're looking to enjoy some nature when you're visiting the county, head to Sandbanks Provincial Park, which is the world's largest Baymouth barrier dune system. Formed over 1,000 years ago by wind and waves pushing sand into massive ridges, it's a rare and protected ecosystem and a must-visit if you're coming to the county in the summer. This place gets packed during July and August. There's camping areas as well as just beautiful beaches to have a picnic. The local store is an amazing spot for those looking to buy gifts and sweet treats during their vacation to the county. The massive space is located in a barn, and it's all products made by local craftspeople from the region. So you can get everything from posters to fudge. There's a nice mix of culinary items, from salsas to woodwork. There's beautiful pieces made by local artists. We're just giving you a tour of the main floor, where you'll find each section is owned by a different artist, so they're almost like effectively small little shops within a larger shop. These are all the classic Prince Edward County quilt iconography. When you skip up the stairs, you'll see on the second floor of the barn, it's just sky-high rafters, and it almost looks like an art gallery. There's also some really excellent indigenous artwork here, from paintings to jewelry and sweaters. And I was really impressed by the amount of tableware they have. So if you're a fan of antiques or you're looking for a new table set, come to the local. If you're traveling with kids or just call yourself an animal-loving adult, visit the Shed, the county's fabulous alpaca farm. You can do everything from alpaca yoga to head to the Shed shop. It's especially a great place if you're looking to purchase any fun gifts in the county, from fancy fashions like alpaca sweaters and shawls to beautiful scarves and slippers. They also offer regular studio classes, so if you're an artist looking to book something really fun to start a new hobby, check out online to see what classes they're offering on site, especially during the summer. And if you love to knit, they have an amazing collection of alpaca yarn, so come here to knit your next project. Prince Edward County Lavender Farm is the most sweet-smelling attraction in the county. It's located right on the road where you'll find most of the most popular wineries. The gift shop is mind-boggling. Everything you can imagine, lavender cookies and scones to soaps and lotions and essential oils. You can pay a fee to actually visit the lavender fields. They have 2 massive fields and a beautiful old barn. The lavender is a bright purple. They also have some really fun photo ops, so if you're coming with your family here, make sure to bring your camera, as it's a massive highlight. Wellington is one of the other large towns in the county. We suggest starting at the Oak Surf Shop. It's a really cool fashion boutique. The women's products are on the main floor, men's are on the top floor. If you love surfing, if you love hip, trendy urban wear, this is the place to be. It's a great place to purchase gifts or buy a new outfit for your summer cottage getaway. Wellington Farmers Market happens on Saturdays, and it's located right in the heart of the town, beside the church in the parking lot. You'll find lots of vendors selling everything from food and drink to farmers selling their local produce. These ladies selling their preserves and jam, as well as a local maple farmer and bakery. This is a great spot to grab a breakfast because they offer a classic pea-meal bacon sandwich where you can top it with caramelized onions and mustards. In Wellington, La Condesa is ranked as one of the top restaurants in town. Really trendy spot. Make sure to make a reservation. If you love Mexican food, La Condesa is for you. You can see they have fabulous bar top seating and lots of amazing Mexican decor, as well as a lovely dining room and a really cool outdoor patio. We ordered a margarita as well as a hibiscus mezcal paloma, 3 tacos, delicious Mexican-style street corn, guacamole, and salsa. Our favorite, by far, was the Mexican street corn. The tacos are really great, but the Mexican street corn is covered in this spicy, delicious, lime-infused, cheesy situation that packs a punch. Wander the Resort is one of the county's latest accommodation options, really luxurious. They have just 10 luxurious cabins. They have beautiful beachfront property. We really recommend it as a place to enjoy a spa day, look at that outdoor Scandinavian spa experience, It's also a great place to pop by for food and drink. This is the main lobby area with the bar on the left, and as you skip outside, you enter the beautiful Gather restaurant. We popped by in the evening for dinner, but started our adventure by hopping up at the bar. The bartender, really skilled here. They have an excellent craft cocktail list, of course, because they're located in one of Ontario's top gastronomic regions. You'll find plenty of local cider, craft beer, and fabulous Prince Edward County VQA wines as well on the list. We suggest grabbing your cocktails, having a little sip. If you want to enjoy the beach views, you can have your drinks transferred into plastic cups. So we sat in one of these fabulous little cabanas, had a cheers overlooking the lake before coming back to the restaurant for dinner. Gather is a seasonal restaurant, so you're going to find around 4 menus produced throughout the year. We arrived at the start of their summer season, had a fabulous local beet salad with goat cheese. Of course, Melissa, my friend, loves French fries, so we always want to try fries. They had a Hong Kong style shrimp toast, as well as a delicious crispy chicken cutlet with pureed beans. Most people that visit the county are here for the serious sipping experiences, so I'm going to show you all of our favorite places to get a great beverage. At Barebones Distillery, we're going to experience the craft distillery scene in the region. The owner mentioned that there's 3 or 4 distilleries in Prince Edward County, so if you're a fan of liquor, come to the county to explore the other options as well. Barebones has a really awesome outdoor patio that overlooks their farm. The owner shake up some craft cocktails for us, and they produce a limoncello, orangello, a vodka, as well as gin, and we'll see some secrets from the behind-the-scenes tour later. We had 2 delicious cocktails. They have a menu and shake-up drinks throughout the day, so if you're planning a road trip of the county, pop by here to enjoy a cocktail in the sun. The behind-the-scenes tour lets us see some of the ingredients they use to produce their gin. They have 2 vintage column stills, and here's all of their limoncello getting properly macerated. It's one of their most popular products. We also got a really neat opportunity to try the rum that they are producing in barrels in the back. Not currently available, but will be a hit as soon as they hit shelves. Stock and Row Cider is a fabulous cider house owned by a lovely lesbian couple. The space is so LGBT friendly. It was a beautiful sunny day. You're right on a farm. Pass through those rainbow flags and you'll see a really eye-popping experience. I just loved all of the branding, really colorful cans. They've got a bar where you can hop up to order your cider. We did a tasting flight trying some of their most popular vintage ciders, as well as some of the flavored ones like the strawberry, which was a real big hit. You can have a sip up at the front or grab a seat outside and enjoy in the sun. Slake Brewing is one of the coolest craft breweries in Prince Edward County. It's a little bit of a drive. Once you arrive, you'll see that they have an outdoor bar as well as a huge seating area with tons of picnic tables. You can only imagine on a summer-long weekend how packed this place would get. We're gonna now head into the actual craft brewery retail shop. On the right, there's a taco restaurant. In front of us, we have the bar, and as you turn to the left, you'll see there's amazing views over the county. They have a retail shop in here, so you can also take a peek through this window of the actual production area. They have a really sizable production area. There's also a retail shop selling swag, as well as lots of cans that you can take on the road to enjoy at your cottage barbecue. We hopped up at the bar and got a tasting of some of the brewery's top brews. Lots of beautiful sudsy situations. I really love the Hefeweizen. They also have 2 IPAs. If you're feeling peckish, order some of the delicious Tex-Mex style tacos. One of them is inspired by the Big Mac. These tacos are a great pairing with a cold craft beer. We also had a chance to visit Midtown Brewing, which is located in the heart of Wellington. They have a huge outdoor patio area, as well as an indoor dining room that is surrounded by their production floor. It almost feels like there's a choir of brewery tanks watching you as you nibble and sip. In the other room, they have a retail shop that sells swag and a open concept kitchen where you can see them making their famous wood-fired pizzas. We ordered 2 different beers and had a lovely sip before Melissa had another craving for French fries. After visiting a distillery, cider house, and craft breweries, we went to the heart of the county to explore some of the region's top wineries, which Prince Edward County is most famous for. We started off at Hinterland, which is the region's most famous sparkling wine producer. You can see that they have an interior bar area with seating as well as tons of covered seating. And then look at this outdoor area with just an amazing amount of seating. You can imagine on a hot summer weekend, this place would get packed. We met up with the owner and spent the next hour sipping our way through a fabulous Prince Edward County wine tasting. Hinterland is a really exceptional experience if you're a fan of bubbles. They have a whole different selection of champagne-style wines as well as rosé bubbly. The place, by the time we left, was packed. We also wanted to try the famous Prince Edward County cheesies, so if you're feeling peckish after sipping 8, 9, 10 glasses of sparkling wine, grab the cheesies. They're made locally in Belleville, and oddly enough, that zingy cheddar cheese flavor perfectly pairs with a sweet rosé sparkling. We then finished off our visit with a tour of all of the tanks to learn about how they produce their wines. The actual riddling area where all of the champagne bottles are stored was a huge cavern space. On the second floor, you can see this is where they store all of their sparkling wine bottles and age them. A really fabulous visit. Just next door, you're going to find the Grange of Prince Edward County Winery. We started off by skipping our way through the vineyards. It was a beautiful sunny day. There were large groups of people at this point because we're here at around lunchtime on a Saturday. The gift shop is beautiful. They have a lovely tasting area once you skip right into the retail space. At the tasting bar, I asked for them to pour their 4 signature wines, so we really got a taste of what they're known for. Really excellent Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs in the region, so any winery you visit, those are usually a safe bet. We swizzled, sniffed, and sipped. Highly recommend coming here for lunch. I was really blown away by the quality of the restaurant menu at the Grange. So plan your visit in the county so that you can have lunch here while having a wine tasting. We had lovely cocktail shrimp with spritz of lemon, a patatas bravas situation, and a delicious orecchiette, and this chicken piccata with capers, asparagus, and peas was divine. Now we're going to follow the winery cyclist groups to Clawson Chase. This is one of Prince Edward County's most awarded wineries, so a must visit. As you find that big purple barn, stop your car, park, and skip through the retail area. You'll see that there's an indoor seating area, so in the colder times of year, you'll probably come here in the fall to have a sip inside, especially if it's raining, but on a beautiful sunny day, we got so lucky. Look at the backyard wine terrace. Just absolutely gorgeous. Clawson Chase also has tons of art and sculpture work, so it's a really great place for art lovers to enjoy a sweet sip. We had the privilege of sitting on a picnic table with the Clawson Chase Vineyard's assistant winemaker. He offered us a tutored tasting of 4 of his favorite Pinot Noirs, and then we dug into those Chardonnay bottles. This is really representative of the county's terroir and why you'll see these 2 grapes so frequently offered at wineries in the region. Next stop is Black Prince Winery. This is one of the original wineries in Prince Edward County. It's been around for several decades, so if you're keen to learn about the history of winemaking in Prince Edward County, make sure to pop by the Black Prince Winery. We're going to pass by this grandfather clock and peer into the barrel aging room, which you can see from the retail shop. They've got all their bottles for sale to take home, as well as a selection of vinegars, which they're quite famous for. They have everything from maple vinegar to peach and pear. We are going to skip through this gorgeous tasting. It's like a rainbow of wine. We had a selection of white wine, rosé, as well as red wines. Once you're finished your tasting, head over to the restaurant that specializes in wood-fired pizzas. There's a little vineyard right beside the seating area with picnic tables, as well as an outdoor patio. If you are a pizza fan, you can pop in to see them making them by hand. Was really impressed at the quality. You can see they're doing everything by hand here. Then we got a classic Hawaiian, so we have some marinara with mozzarella, barbecued pineapple, bacon, as well as these delicious pickled banana peppers for a little spicy heat. Throw that in there and it comes out perfectly puffed up and browned. We obviously had to have our pizza paired with our favorite glass of wine, so Melissa had a Pinot Noir and I had a Chardonnay because we're in Prince Edward County having an amazing time. Wapoose Estate Winery is another winery that has a restaurant concept, so you can eat yourself silly while sipping. The retail shop has an excellent selection of bottles that you can grab to take home, and in the center of the space you'll find a tasting room so you can enjoy a flight of wines. I really found it interesting that some of their wines are in glass and others are in like a ceramic bottle, which is really unique. We had 2 paddles poured for us with a selection of reds, rosés, as well as white wines. You can enjoy them inside or pop outside to their patio. They also have picnic tables below. We had several tastings because they also have a craft cider house located right across the street owned by the same company, so you can have a cider and wine sipping experience during your visit to Wapoose. Now we're going to stroll through the vineyards to the waterfront. Wapoose is really unique in the fact that it's one of the only wineries in the county that actually has lakefront property, so you can walk right down to the dock. After having our wine tasting and a visit to the lake, we headed to the restaurant. You can see there's a big, beautiful patio. They have an outdoor smoker and pizza oven. This is the interior of the dining room. It wraps around with beautiful views of the lake and vineyard. And in the center of the space, you'll find their cocktail bar. At the very end of the dining room, you'll find this large table, perfect for families traveling or groups of friends. We took a look at the menu, chose our favorites based on our tasting earlier in the day, and paired our wines with a delicious seasonal menu. The chef switches up the menu around 4 times or 5 times a year based on what is available. The winery actually runs its own local organic farm as well as a greenhouse, so almost 80 to 90% of the items on the menu are made right in Prince Edward County. This is a delicious pork chop. We had a Thai red curry situation. Absolutely delicious. Our last stop in the county is the Hayloft. You wouldn't maybe think that small town, cute countryside location like Prince Edward County would have a nightclub, but this is one of the coolest bars and performance theaters in all of Ontario and really famous and iconic. Anyone who comes to Prince Edward County will tell you to pop by the Hayloft. They are a really lovely queer-friendly space. They offer burlesque shows, drag shows. They've had famous artists and musicians perform as well. We came to the county during Pride weekend at the end of July, so they had a really fabulous drag show including burlesque performances. The drag queens are local, as well as during our visit came from Toronto as well as Montreal. If you're looking for late night entertainment when visiting the county, the Hayloft should be in your after dinner itinerary. We just know you're gonna love Prince Edward County, whether you're visiting as a traveling foodie, keen for a wine holiday, or a family looking to enjoy some relaxation at Sandbanks Provincial Park and a pop by to an alpaca farm. There's plenty to do in Wellington, Picton, and Bloomfield.